The samurai believe that most men are already dead. They just don't know it yet. Not physically, but mentally. Paralyzed by fear. By the age of 13, a samurai had already accepted his own death. This single realization made them unstoppable. Today, I'm going to share 10 principles from the Bushido Code, the way of the warrior, that transformed ordinary men into legends of fearlessness. These aren't just historical curiosities. Modern neuroscience confirms what samurai knew 400 years ago. Fear can be conquered, and I'm going to show you exactly how. For over 7 centuries, the samurai class dominated Japan. But what made them different wasn't just their sword skills, it was their mental training. From childhood, they were conditioned using specific philosophical principles that rewired how their brains processed fear and danger. Whether you're facing a difficult conversation, a career challenge, public speaking, or just the daily anxieties of modern life, these ancient principles offer something our world has forgotten: a systematic path to courage. Let's begin. Principle number 1: daily death meditation. Every morning, samurai would spend time contemplating their own death in vivid detail. Not out of morbid fascination, but as a liberation tool. They call this practice shuchu, death concentration. Here's why it works. When you genuinely accept that you could die today, tomorrow, or 50 years from now, most of your fears become irrelevant. What's the worst that can happen? You look foolish? You fail? Compared to death itself, these outcomes lose their power. Modern psychology calls this terror management theory, and studies show that confronting mortality actually reduces anxiety about daily stressors. The samurai discovered this 400 years before the research. Application: spend 5 minutes each morning visualizing your eventual death, not to be morbid, but to gain perspective. Watch how your fear of that presentation shrinks. Principle 2: Fudoshin, the immovable mind. Imagine standing in a battlefield with arrows flying past your head. Your body tenses, your heart races, but your mind remains perfectly still. This is Fudoshin. Fudoshin doesn't mean not feeling fear, it means not reacting to it. Your emotions rise like waves, but underneath, there's an ocean of calm. Samurai trained this through zazen meditation, seated meditation where you observe thoughts without engaging them. In modern terms, this is emotional regulation. When your boss yells, when someone insults you, when crisis hits, your mind doesn't move. You respond with clarity, not reaction. Application: practice this. When you feel fear or anger rising, mentally say, "I see you," to the emotion. Don't fight it, don't follow it, just observe it. Watch it pass. Principle 3: Shikata ga nai. It cannot be helped. This phrase appears throughout samurai writings. It's not pessimism, it's radical acceptance of reality. Rain on your battle day? Shikata ga nai. Outnumbered 5 to 1? Shikata ga nai. Here's the power. Complaining about unchangeable circumstances is a waste of your mental energy. Samurai understood that suffering equals pain times resistance. When you accept what cannot be changed, you eliminate the resistance. The pain remains, but the suffering vanishes. Modern Stoicism teaches the exact same principle, the dichotomy of control. Marcus Aurelius, a Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, wrote almost identical ideas. Truth transcends cultures. Application: when facing an unchangeable situation, say aloud, Shikata ga nai. Feel how this releases the mental struggle. Then ask, what can I control here? Principle 4: Gi, choosing honor over survival. This is perhaps the most extreme samurai principle. They genuinely valued their reputation, their word, and their integrity more than their physical life. Break your word? Seppuku, ritual suicide, was an option. Now, I'm not suggesting you adopt this literally, but there's profound wisdom here. When you have something you value more than your comfort or safety, a code you won't violate, fear loses its grip. Think about it. If you'll do the right thing, even if it costs you everything, what can fear threaten you with? Nothing. You've already decided. This is ultimate freedom. Application. Define your non-negotiables. 3 principles you will not violate regardless of consequences. Write them down. When fear comes, you'll know exactly where you stand.
Principle 5. Ichigo Ichie.
This moment will never come again. This phrase originates from Japanese tea ceremony, but samurai adopted it as a battle philosophy. Every moment is unique and will never repeat. This conversation, this sunrise, this opportunity. When you truly grasp this, procrastination becomes impossible. That thing you're afraid to do? This exact moment to do it will never return. Tomorrow is a different moment, and tomorrow might not come. This isn't pressure, it's liberation. You're not preparing for some perfect future moment. This imperfect, messy, scary moment right now? This is it. This is the only moment that exists. Application. Before any feared action, say, Ichigo Ichie. This moment will never return. Then move, don't think. The window is now. Principle 6. Courage is worthless without action. Samurai despised the person who felt brave but did nothing. True courage, they taught, only exists when it produces action. Feeling fearless while sitting safely at home? That's not courage, that's just comfort. They had a saying, "The warrior who thinks he cannot die will surely die. The warrior who accepts death may live." Paradoxical, but true. Courage isn't the absence of fear, it's moving despite fear. This aligns with modern exposure therapy. You don't think your way out of fear, you act your way out. Each small, brave action rewires your brain. Each time you face fear and survive, you prove to your nervous system, we're okay. Application. Identify one fear you've been avoiding. Take the smallest possible action toward it today, not tomorrow, today. Build the courage muscle. Principle 7. Meiyo, honor beyond self. Samurai fought not primarily for themselves, but for their lord, their family, their clan. This gave them something psychologists call self-transcendent purpose, meaning beyond the self. Research shows that people with a purpose larger than themselves experience less anxiety and greater resilience. Why? Because when you're serving something greater, your personal fears become smaller. You're part of a larger story. The samurai wasn't afraid of battle because his death would serve his lord's vision. His life had meaning beyond survival. Modern soldiers report the same experience. Fighting for their brothers makes them braver. Application. Ask yourself, what cause, person, or mission would you serve even if it cost you everything? Connect your daily actions to that. Watch your fears shrink.
Principle 8. Makoto. Total sincerity. Samurai believed that lying, even small lies, eroded your spirit. Every untruth you tell creates internal conflict. You must remember the lie. You must manage the deception. This drains your mental energy. Living in complete truth creates what they called clear mind. No internal contradictions, no secrets weighing on you, no fear of being discovered. You become psychologically integrated. This is terrifying at first. Complete honesty? People might reject you. They might get angry. But here's what samurai knew. The fear of living a lie is worse than the consequences of truth. Authenticity requires courage, but it creates peace. Application. For 1 week, tell 0 lies. None. Not, I'm fine when you're not. Not, I'll call you when you won't. Watch how this simple practice transforms your self-confidence. Principle 9.
Jin. Compassion from a position of strength. Samurai weren't cold-hearted killers. The Bushido code required compassion, but only compassion backed by strength. Kindness without the ability to be dangerous is just weakness. This might sound harsh, but it's psychologically true. People respect and trust compassion that comes from someone who could harm them but chooses not to. That's real kindness. Samurai called it the gentle heart of the fierce warrior. When you develop your strength, physical, mental, financial, social, your gentleness becomes a choice, not a necessity. And paradoxically, knowing you're capable of handling threats makes you less afraid. Application. Develop one area of strength. Physical fitness, martial arts, financial security, communication skills. Build capacity. Then choose gentleness from that foundation. Principle 10. Chugi. Absolute loyalty. The final principle. Unwavering commitment. Samurai pledged loyalty to their lord until death. While we don't have feudal lords today, the principle remains. Commitment eliminates 1,000 fears. When you're uncommitted, every obstacle becomes a reason to quit. Every fear becomes a potential exit. But when you're committed, truly committed, obstacles are just problems to solve. Fear is just a feeling to move through. The samurai who committed to his path didn't waste energy wondering, should I continue? The decision was already made. All energy went to execution. This is the power of commitment. Application. Choose one path, a career, a relationship, a skill, a mission. Commit fully for a defined period. Watch how decision fatigue and fear dissolve when the choice is already made. These 10 principles, death acceptance, immovable mind, radical acceptance, honor before comfort, present moment awareness, courageous action, transcendent purpose, complete honesty, strong compassion, and total commitment, these created warriors who were psychologically unstoppable. You don't need a sword, you don't need armor, but you do need a code. The samurai spent their entire lives forging their minds. Start with just one principle. Master it. Then add another. Fear is not the enemy. Unexamined fear is the enemy. Approach it like a warrior. Study it, face it, transcend it. The path to fearlessness begins with a single step. Take it today. If you found value in this, subscribe for more ancient wisdom applied to modern life. Comment below. Which principle resonates most with you? And remember, the warrior's path is walked one day at a time. Ichigo, Ichie. This moment will never return.